What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm SwipaCam. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue to build this community together. Let's get to 10K. That way we can make that trip to Serbia. Y'all, I just got done watching the Denver Nuggets playing against the Washington, D.C. Wizards on December 13th, 2021. And the Denver Nuggets managed to turn a 30-point lead into a 6-point victory, 113 to 107. And the MVP of the NBA gets thrown out with about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Denver Nuggets were up 18 at the time, and then they end up winning by 6. Before I even go on about that event, the events of the game, this should be a very clear communication to Steph Curry fans, Kevin Durant fans, Giannis Antetokounmpo fans, that you can play minutes without your best player and your team will still stay afloat. You can be out of the game and your team will stay afloat. When Jokic isn't in the game, the team is unrecognizable. Literally, as soon as he got in the game in the second quarter, and they extended the lead when they came out at half to extend it from 16 to 30. It was just clear as day. Everything was popping. Everybody was hitting shots. Defense was locked down all across the board. But literally, the Denver Nuggets, when Jokic left after he got tossed out by Tony Brothers for another time, they just completely forgot how to play basketball. They were discombobulated. They stopped moving. It became Facundo Campazzo isolations. Without Monte Morris hitting mid-range jumpers, without Jeff Green getting rebounds and getting the charge call on Bradley Beal, without Aaron Gordon getting a dunk, I mean, there's a slim chance that Denver Nuggets could have lost this game. And again, they had a 30-point lead during the game, which would be inexcusable. It's already inexcusable. They only won by 6. The Nuggets people don't realize how important Jokic is to this team. So the fact that this team is over 500 with this personnel, it goes to speak to Jokic greatness. And again, they're over 500 when Jokic missed 4 of those games. And they really, including the 76ers game, man, it just, I just don't even know how to explain it to people anymore. Like, they're an elite team when he's in the game, and they can play with anyone. They can play with anyone when he's in the game. And then when he's out of the game, they literally struggle against a team they're already up 30 on. So they just don't have the dogs, but they really just lost the confidence. I mean, when Jokic got thrown out, it was a wrap. So anyway, Tony Brothers and Nikola Jokic have had this issue for years. Tony Brothers is long been known as somebody that Jokic has issues with, and not personal issues with, but on the court. Tony Brothers has thrown him out before. I want to say a couple of times, and Tony Brothers has now thrown him out again. And Ryan Blackburn was joking that Tony Brothers, there's an opportunity and there's a likelihood and a possibility that Jokic could get thrown out because Tony was roughing the game, and sure enough, it happened. And it happened because Jokic got kicked in his man parts, and he got elbowed in the face by Spencer Dinwiddie on one side of the court. On the other side of the court in the fourth quarter, all in the next play, he then gets grabbed by Spencer Dinwiddie. And then Spencer basically hits him again, and Jokic says something to the female referee. She teed him up, and then next thing you know, Jokic said something to Tony Brothers, and then he got kicked out. And this really ruins tonight because the stats have not been updated, but I'm 99% sure they're going to update them. Jokic tonight in 31 minutes had 28 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. It says 10 assists. On 9 of 14 shooting, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, thank goodness. With 1 block, 3 steals, and he was a plus 21, a game-high plus 21 on the night. Y'all, Jokic tonight had 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists in the first quarter. At half, Jokic had 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. He was a plus 17 in the first half, and the Denver Nuggets were up 59 to 41 at the half. And then by the end of the third quarter, Jokic had 28 points, 19 rebounds, and 9 assists. Literally, he was ready to just coast and just not play. Because again, the Nuggets at that point in time were up. They ended the third quarter up 91 to 70. Jokic had 28, 19, and 9, and everybody was hoping that he was going to be able to rest and not have to play. because he played the whole fourth quarter. The reason he played the whole fourth quarter, because whenever Jokic's about to not play in the fourth quarter, Michael Malone will let him fill out the entire bar. Get it all in because you're not coming back in the game. But per the Nuggets got it down to a 15-point lead, stopped playing well, stopped playing together, stopped hitting shots, stopped playing defense, and he had to come back in. And then, we get this nonsense where Jokic ejected again. So, again, another astounding night for the MVP. 28 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists. He's just the best. I don't think there's actually a real argument for anyone else. I think that you can say Steph Curry, but again, Steph Curry has not played well lately. Again, I know he's been chasing the record. The media loves it, but from an offensive standpoint, defensive standpoint, overall team impact, plus minus, earned or estimated wins added analysis, the John Hollinger stat, the PER, box plus minus. I mean, the Denver Nuggets are the number 2 ranked offense, number 2 ranked defense with them in the game, 29th and 30th with them out the game. I mean, you go up and down the list. Yeah, he's leading the NBA in real plus minus. I think his score is when he's on the court is 12.5, and then it's minus 15 when he's off. So again, I think that's about it goes at about 29. I think Giannis Antetokounmpo is 2 at 22. It's just there is no one else. There is no one else. It's Jokic, and it's no one else. He's the best player in the NBA. I have another video coming out this week where we're going to talk about where he ranks statistically. I want to talk about the early Jordan days when Michael Jordan was in the 1980s, and you just saw that something was different about this dude, but yet he didn't have the championships, he didn't have the wins, and I think that's where Jokic is right now. But it was just a frustrating game, given that the Nuggets were very well positioned to not be in the situation they were in. But that's what happens. That's just what happens. The Denver Nuggets are currently sitting at the 8th seed. They're tied at 8 with the Mavericks. And then they are a half game behind the Lakers and a full game behind the Clippers and 2.5 games behind the Grizzlies. So I think there's an opportunity for them to catch the Clippers here soon. The Denver Nuggets have a nice jersey, or sorry, not a jersey. They have a nice schedule coming up. They play against Minnesota on Wednesday, and then they play against Atlanta in Atlanta on Friday. So an opportunity to get some good wins. Also, Nikola Jokic averaged 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists last week, and the Nuggets went 3-2. He did not win Player of the Week. So LeBron James won it with 28 points, I think 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, but they went 3-1 or something like that. But anyway, y'all, just a little frustrating, honestly, just a little frustrating tonight. Aaron Gordon played well, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 of 14, 1 of 4, 3 of 4. He was a +7. Aaron Gordon played stifling defense on Bradley Beal today, especially in that first half, especially in that third quarter. But when he got off of him, Bradley got open a little bit. Aaron Gordon played a good game, had a really nice windmill dunk, his best dunk as a Denver Nugget, I think, in transition. Monte Morris was great tonight, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He was a +13 in a game they won by 6. Man, he had some really clutch mid-range shots today. Again, that bucket, I know, the handoff he had, I know it had to be his 10th assist for Jokic. Hopefully they add that soon. Jeff Green tonight, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from the three-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He was a +15 in the game they won by 6. Another great game from Jeff Green. Devon Reed, last day on a 10-day contract, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 of 4, 0 of 3, but he was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And he was a +6 with the starters. I don't mind his fit with the starters. He's long, he's agile, he wants to play defense, he gives good effort. The score didn't really show it because Facundo Campazzo played a really good first half, and that second half was bad. He must have got beat by, I think, for like 6 buckets or something like that in the second half. Wasn't great, but the first half was spectacular. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. 2 of 9 from the field, 0 of 5 from the three-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line with 2 steals. And he was a team worst -14. But like I said, he got victimized by Spencer Dinwiddie, got victimized by Bradley Beal, then got victimized by some other opportunities as well. Again, when he gets caught out of position, he's really small, and he just gets exposed worse than anyone else on the team. Had a really good first half, some crazy magician-like passes. Back-to-back passes. One kick out to Vlatko Chanchar. He had a dunk to Vlatko or lay up the Vlatko very next play in transition. So he played well in spurts, man, but that second half was just bad. Wasn't good decision-making either. Bones Highland Knight only had 6 points. He had 2 rebounds. He was 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He was a -6 tonight. Not shooting well at all. Deke Naji, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Good rebounding numbers for him, 1 of 3. 0 of 2 from the three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He was a -3. I don't think Deke Naji's hit a 3 in the last 3 games, so, looks like his confidence is wavering a little bit. And hopefully he picks that up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Marcus Howard had 3 3-pointers tonight. He had 9 points, no rebounds, no assists, 3 or 4 from the three-point line. And he was a -8 tonight. Again, clutch threes. Nuggets won by 6. Not playing good defense, but you need him to score. And that's what he did. Ended up being a difference in the game. And then Vlatko Čančar had 5 points, 1 rebound, 2 of 3, 1 on 1, and he was a -1. So, it's unfortunate, man. You really wish that the Nuggets got a chance to close it out with Jokic. Again, 28, 19, and 9. He was on his way to a 30-20-10 game within, 2.5 quarters of that. So I do think he got the triple-double. Hopefully it added up, y'all. But that's going to do it for this today. And we will be back on Wednesday on the 15th, Jokic Day. If you're a Nuggets fan, you already know. And the 14 and 13 Denver Nuggets will play against the 12 and 15 Minnesota Timberwolves, you all. I'm going to see y'all soon, SwipaCam.